Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jedi Knights Watch. My name is Graham, and today it is Thanksgiving. I want to wish each and every one of you a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're able to take some time today, enjoy it with loved ones, sit back, maybe watch some football, and enjoy some really good food. Thanksgiving's always a really fun holiday because, yeah, we can do all that stuff, but we can take some time and we can be thankful for the blessings that we have in life. And a couple of those things that I have is just being a part of this community, being able to live stream with the Wolf Pack, with my boys, with everybody in the chat that comes and watches every week, with you guys that just watch my videos and comment. Really appreciate each and every one of you. You guys make this so much fun. And you guys are the reason that I keep making these videos and sharing this hobby with you. So very thankful for the friendships that I've made in YouTube land, and excited to see where we go in the future. But today I'm going to do a video on 5 figures that I'm thankful for. I did this last year as well, and I didn't want to do the same figures because it's a different year, it's a different time. We have different feelings about figures. There's new figures, there's old figures. So just thought this is it's a cool exercise to do every year and just kind of revisit what we did last year. You know, you can watch that video if you want, but these aren't going to be like my top 5 favorite figures in the collection. These are just 5 figures that I want to highlight that I'm super thankful for. Maybe they have a good story behind them on how I got them, or maybe it's just the figure itself and how, you know, blessed that I feel to have this figure in my collection. So that's what we're going to do today. Hopefully this is a lot of fun for you guys. Maybe before you're getting into your Thanksgiving meals, you're checking this out. So yeah, let's get right into it. We always got to start with an honorable mention, and mine would be the Crow. This is an older figure. This is the Hot Toys version we're talking about. But I'm thankful because this was one of my first ever figures that I purchased for the collection. And when I first got him, I was a little scared of all the pleather and all the peeling that could happen. And, you know, how does this fit with Marvel, DC, and Star Wars? And, you know, after a while, I kind of just figured, it's my collection. I'm the one enjoying it. You know, and I sold them. So, but then after a while, I'm like, man, this is my collection. You know, I'm the one that looks at it every day, and I wanted him back. And I found him for such a good deal under retail, like $150 all in. One little spot peeling on the inner leg from probably the crotch grabber that you really don't notice. Other than that, it's pristine, which is really hard to find for a figure that old, plus with that much pleather. So The Crow is also just one of my favorite movies. I love that film so much. Just a great story, great action. You know, R.I.P. to Brandon Lee. What could have been, you know, great actor, and probably, you know, I'm sure a great human being as well. So I'm really thankful to have that Crow figure in the collection. Number 5 is a figure that I've purchased, you know, in the last 6 months, and it's going to be the original Shoretrooper from Rogue One. And this figure, you know, if you guys remember a few years ago when I started collecting, this was going for upwards of, you know, hundreds of dollars. And like double, tripling in retail price. And it's a great looking trooper, great design, really like that a lot. And I've been on the hunt for this one, but man, I just can't spend that much on a trooper, at least not to this point. But when they came out with the new Shoretroopers from Rogue One and Mando, I think it was the Grunt and the Squad Leader, so this is the Captain that I'm wanting. The prices come down a bit, and you know, you can find some deals out there if you look long enough, if you look hard enough. And I was able to secure this one for, you know, again, about the $200 mark. So I was really excited to get him for that price and add him into the collection. He's such a great looking figure with the color scheme. Again, the trooper design is amazing. Rogue One is a great movie as well. It's that kind of darker side of Star Wars that I really like seeing. So this one really calls to me too. He looks great on the shelf along with the Death Trooper and Jyn Erso and K2SO. So yeah, super thankful to have this in my collection, especially after waiting for so long. Number 4 on my list of figures I'm thankful for is an oldie but a goodie. It's the Nightmare Batman. I'm a huge Batman fan, and the Nightmare Batman has such a great look to him with the trench coat and the goggles and the assault rifle. This is just such a different take from Batman than we're used to seeing, and that's why I really like this figure. I really liked it in the movie at BVS as well, and Justice League. Big Batman fan, traditional Batman fan, but I think this just calls to me because it is so different. It's so rugged. I thought Ben Affleck did such a great job portraying this Batman. It's my favorite style of Batman, the beefy, angry Batman with the short ears on the cowl and kind of like the scruffy look and just not afraid to use guns or hurt the bad guys. I don't know. Something about that I really got into. And the Nightmare Batman is such an amazing figure to look at, to pose. You can do a ton with this thing. It's a work of art, really. This is technically from the 2-pack, but I'm just looking at Nightmare Batman himself for what he is. So I'm super thankful to have a Batman like that in my collection, just to be Batman, but to be different. Number 3, we're going to go to Star Wars again, and it's going to be Bespin Luke, another figure that I picked up this year. You know, and some of this is probably because, you know, these newer figures are kind of in the forefront of my mind, and I'm extra thankful for them because it's fresh. But Bespin Luke I received this summer, and I like it a lot. It could be more weathered, and the figure's not perfect, but I do think, personally, it's the best Luke that we've gotten to date. I love the sweaty hair look, plus the head sculpt looks really good. They're finally starting to get closer and closer to that Mark Hamill likeness. So I think it's a really good figure. Empire Strikes Back is probably the best Star Wars movie. I think I enjoy Return of the Jedi more, but I think Empire is the best. And it's just such a legendary scene where he's taking on Vader and he's in Cloud City. This was one that I thought I was going to miss because it went waitlist on Sideshow. And luckily for me, my local comic book store, Powers Comics in Green Bay, still had some on order. Actually, no, they had them in stock. So I got the last one that they had there, and I was able to pick him up. So again, just thankful that I was able to get him and just have him in the collection. He looks great, especially with that CCFL lightsaber. But yeah, can't have enough Luke Skywalkers. Number 2 on my list of figures that I'm super thankful for is going to be the Iron Man Mark 7 D100. It was close. It was this close to being number 1. See if you guys can guess what number 1 is without cheating and skipping ahead. But this one I just got this week and super impressed. I did a video on my top 5 grails. You can go check that out. Like figures that I'm searching for right now. And it was number 1, which is weird because I totally wasn't into this figure when it was announced, and then when it was released we talked about it again, and it started to grow on me. And I think I wasn't really into it on announcement because I figured I had no chance in hell in getting this figure. You know, there's 1,500 made, you know, you're just not going to get it. But luckily for me, Hawk Wars Toys, where you can go find his online eBay store, is a great seller, has a bunch of figures, 100% feedback, definitely easy to work with, ships same day, just an amazing seller. So go check him out. But he had one of these, and I was able to pick it up and made it happen, and I can't believe it. I'm just so thankful for Hawk and just for this figure to be available to me because it is so limited and it looks beautiful. It shines in the light. I just did a review on it. You can go check that out. It's nice to have limited pieces, but the piece itself is just an amazing figure as is, and I love the color scheme and whatnot. So very thankful to have that D100 in my collection. And the number 1 figure that I'm thankful for this year is going to be, if it's any surprise to you guys, the Avengers Hulk. Yes, this was a figure that I looked for when I first started collecting in the beginning of 2020. And the price was too high. It was very astronomical, and I settled on Professor Hulk because that was what it was available to me. So I was able to pick that up on Sideshow. But it's not my Hulk. Hashtag not my Hulk. I wanted that traditional Hulk, the one that we all know and love, the one we remember, the one that's smashing everything, the one that's angry. You know, I started looking again, and then just it fell into my lap. My local comic book store, Freak Toys in Sheboygan, got one traded in, and it was a super price, and I was gonna get it. And then to make things even better, they started their whole Thanksgiving or October, it was for Halloween, they started their whole like Halloween 15% off store wide. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So it was a good price already, under what it's going for in the secondary market, and then I get a 15% off of that. It was a no-brainer. The figure is amazing. So much shelf presence. The likeness is so great. The angry head sculpt, the teeth, the grit. It looks great. The size of this thing is amazing. And to have him on my shelf is a dream come true, really. And I'm super thankful that, you know, it just fell into my lap. And yeah, so that's my number one for this year. That's my list of figures that I'm thankful for. I'd like to challenge you. Let me know in the comments below, what figures are you thankful for this Thanksgiving holiday? And I want to challenge especially my Wolfpack brothers out there, D'Lo, Sneaker, and Brick. I want you guys to do a video too on 5 figures that you're thankful for and pay it forward here. Let's keep this thing going. Let's keep the positive vibes going in the community, and remember to respect each other and to have fun and share this great hobby with each other and enjoy it to its fullest. So very thankful this holiday season. Can't wait to hear what your guys' list is. Don't forget to please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, almost to 5,000 subscribers, and ring that bell so you don't miss any new content coming your way. All right, guys, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.